Hello, how is everybody doing today? Uh-oh. It's Friday. Hope you guys are all ready for the weekend. It's finally time to get some relaxation in. Well, also on top of being Friday, you got the newest set of Digimon cards to come out. EX Utu Digital Hazrd. So, let's go ahead and crack this baby open. Now, it is called the Digital Hazrd because it's actually based all around Season 3, Digimon Tamers. One of the things that was important in that series was Guillermo. Mostly because he actually has the Digital Hazrd symbol on him. So, that's why I did it. So this is actually an anniversary pack for that season. So we're going to see a lot of cards based around that. Let's see what we got in here. Ooh. Yeah, so if you buy a box from the store, you're not going to get any extra promo cards. They usually like to throw some like a little dash pack or something, but not this time. Usually these smaller ones don't get that. We still do get a box topper though. This time we have Megydramon Dragon Mode. It's actually an alternate artwork of the Megydramon Dragon Mode you get from the newest starter deck, Ancient Dragon. The reason they did this is because they actually gave away this and the other one other card, which is the other one you can get from as a box topper from these sets. It's because they were like a special Amazon promo in Japan. And they don't really release those. You know, we don't have like special Amazon promos here in the States. But Bandai actually does its best to still find a way to get those cards to us, and that's how they decided to do get it to us as a box topper for this set. So there's like the 50-50 chance you get this one or the new Masamon card. Anyway, now let's see what goodies we got here. By the way, if you're into the card game, right now the new Megydramon deck, or that card, is actually pretty good if you add the right cards. Right. Let's get started. Brand new packs, right? Let me get my little trash pile ready because we're gonna have a lot of that. We're gonna get a lot of interesting cards from the series. We already got Lotmon. How you guys seeing? Is it clear? I'm having kind of a see. Honestly, I wish I could actually get a good camera set. I can never figure out how to get these cameras to work. I'm not sure why. I wonder. Okay, well, at least so we got Lotmon. Okay, so it zooms anyway. You know the Growlmon. Here's what I'm actually excited about. Yo, Pain, what's up? How you doing today? Just go ahead and If you haven't, go check out Pain. He likes to play some RPGs, and he's dug up some classy ones. Yes, this is the newest set of Digimon cards. It's a special anniversary set, so they didn't, for the EX sets, they don't really print a lot of them. I think there's like a total of 72 different cards. This is based around the 3rd season of Digimon. So this one here is actually one of the ones I'm excited about for the black set, because it's part of the new Justimon lineup set, which you can throw into the Commandramon. You got the plug-in cards which were used a lot in the season by the Tamers. You know, the little cards they like to scan. But it's always nice. And here's the other one. Now this one looks kind of weird. I say that because it has no level. It doesn't really have a Digimon name. It just says ADR02 Searcher. That's because if you remember, the final boss for that antagonist for that season was the D Reaper, who's not really a Digimon. but more of a program that outgrew its how do you say it? Its original programming. It's like we got another one, ADR08 optimizer. The D Reaper was a program that was originally just a small program that went around and deleted junk data. But as time went on, it got bigger, and it changed its definition of what a what do you call it? Of what junk data was. Ooh, Reapmon. Not sure why he's in there. I forgot there was a special reason why he was in here, but I can't quite remember it. Oh, look at that. Here's the main boss monster for the D Reaper, the Mother D Reaper. Now this one's special because it's like has a huge attack power, still no level, and it's an egg. It's the only egg a card in the set that actually has an attack value. Also, as you can see, the art is actually recreated to look like the show. Like this is what the D Reaper looked like in the cartoon. But yeah, basically it evolved, decided it wants to expand what the definition of junk data is, and decided that both Digimon and humans counted as junk data. Whoops, sorry. So yeah, it's an interesting one because you have this like effect. It just says this Digimon can't attack and isn't affected by your opponent's effects. So okay, that right there is already an issue. It's completely immune to all your effects. Main once per turn. If you don't have another Mother D Reaper in play, place one of your ADR2 searchers from play from your hand under this Digimon's bottom card. So let's see if where did I put the little guy? So I want you to go ahead and start sticking these cards in particular underneath it, and they do have imperable. It just makes it stronger if it's a D Reaper card. Won't do anything for this one particular, but it does affect other cards. And this card is one of the few ones that say, hey, you can have, literally in the rules say, you can have up to 50 of these. Naturally, you don't want that many. You actually want like around 20. That's the rules. Normally the rules say you can only have up to 4 per of the same card number. So, and the other is like your turn once, and the final effect once. Your turn once per turn. When you would play a card with D Reaper in a straight from your hand, you may reduce the play cost of each of the Digimon by 1 for each of the Digimon's evolution cards. Well, So basically, the more searchers this has, the cheaper it makes the other D Reaper cards to just straight up play. And we got here. And the other rare we got, oh, it's nice, super rare is Sakuyamon. Look at that artwork. I always find Sakuyamon kind of interesting because when they did the show, they used like, how do I say, 3 digital effects for the Digivolution. You know, it's like CGI. They would use CGI effects for the Digivolution, except Sakuyamon, she was all hand-drawn animation. And honestly, it still looked a lot better when she finally digivolved into that form. Now, if you're interested, the entire playstyle for this particular line of Digimon is all about using the plug-in cards. Normally, you can only use option cards that match your Digimon's colors, but they all have the option. If you have a Tamer, you can just completely ignore that rule. So you can start because her Tamer that was teamed up with Sakuya, she was actually an expert player with the cards. So compared to all the other 2 main characters, she would just use the plug-in cards in battle. Hell, even what's his name, Takato, the main guy, you know, the leader, he was pretty bad when it came to him. At one point, he was just like sliding cards trying to win a battle, only to get poor Guillermo's ass kicked. Ground Locomon. It's a nice little card. He's in there because he was he's in there because he was the main character for one of their movies, which I saw and honestly kind of don't remember. Well, we got everybody's Gargamong. Sadly, Green's still not really at a place where it's viably competitive. It won't be there for a while until I believe we start getting the oh, excuse me. What were they called? Ba, 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 ba. No, set 9? No, set 10. Where we get cards like Lord Bloomon. Plug in a offensive. Labramon. I like how there's cards that are just like, oh, this is this is a Digimon based on Labradoodle. We're gonna call it Labramon. Like it's time to run green to be anti-meta. The problem is, I tried to on so many times because I do like green. It's just the game is a little bit fast and green is too reactive. It has effects where like, oh hey, I'll do this if I can suspend your Digimon and attack over it and things like that, which is fine. But the problem is most of the time, if you have the ability to suspend them, you then don't have the ability to capitalize on them. And if you do have the ability to capitalize on them, you're waiting on your opponent to suspend. And for them, the answer is, well, I'm just won't attack until I'm ready to just do a devastating blow to you to you in the game. Hey, Bison, how you doing? Thanks for dropping by. So Alice McCoy, she was like one of the tamers that show up later on. Her Digimon is a Doberman. Literally just a Doberman style. I think he was a fan-created Digimon. Rapidmon. Oh, look at that. We got the little line here going on. That Terriermon. It's a nice little rare shiny card. Got Digivolves into Gargamon, Rapidmon, and hopefully we'll see if we can get Mega Gargamon. Got Mako. Doing pretty good. It was a nice day today. Actually had some work, not a lot, but you know, enough to actually not go nuts at my job today with boredom. And the newest set of Digimon cards came out, so you know, super excited. Locomon. Look at that cute little train. He Digivolves into the Grand Locomon. Oh yeah, it's interesting. One of the main Digimon that's kind of around, and he's just a little dipshit, is called Itmon. He likes to pick on other Digimon. Turns out he actually had Tamers the entire time, and it was these two. These are like the youngest Tamers in the show, just these two kids. And he basically left because they treated him like a toy, and would always argue over who would get to play with him. Put you over here with the other rares. Man, it's just I like all the D-Reaper cards because they're not Digimon, so you get all these weird ass creatures. God, that entire final part of the series was just it just dealt with loss. Like the D-Reaper was powered by this one girl who was suffering from like depression because her partner Digimon Leomon was killed in front of her. It even made a copy of her that was turning more demonic as like time went on. Hey, Digimon. This is what Digivolves from Guillermo. Look at the cute little guy eating apples. Ooh, we got Beelzemon's actual attack, Death Slinger. Hope I can actually get his card. Let's see. Hey, we got Takato. He's basically the main character of the series. American Bison doing 15 squats and sit-ups. Why, Bison? Why would you do this to me? What have I ever done to you? Are you trying to take out your anger because you were losing? No, actually, no. You don't have any anger to take out. You won all your matches on Sam's stream. Oh, speaking of, there he is. The badass bad boy biker himself, Beelzemon, in his blast mode. So in the series, Itmon eventually finds a way to Digivolve into his Mega. He turns into Beelzemon. He kills Leomon and finally regrets all the actions he's done. And when he finally decides to help out the good guys fight off the D-Reaper, his tamer kids give him like he tells him he has to go, so the kids like wish him luck and gave him like their favorite little toy gun. So when he Digivolves back into Beelzemon, the little toy gun turns into this massive gun that he's wielding, and he sprouts the black wings. And that's how he gets into blast mode. Put you right there. I'm saying, like, You should get, if you've never seen, like, Tamers is actually a pretty good series, especially towards the end. That whole, my god, it gets super serious. You kind of forget this is a kid show. This eldritch digital being basically is going around trying to absorb humanity so it can delete it, because that's what it's done. Well, actually, separate you, because, you know, gotta keep the shinies separate. Like, check this. Look at this thing. This is what things that we're dealing with in the for the final fight. These abhorrent creatures. I'm gonna put all my options over there. Gorillamon, I think, I think that's what they actually called him. And here we have the most annoying card for the entire D Reaper lineup. This card right here. It's like 11 to play, 10,000 DP. Has a security effect. If you don't know, in Digimon your life is the security stack. You just you randomly place cards face down, and when you attack, you have to attack them. And whatever it is, you have to play them. This thing has a security effect. It says play this card without battling and without paying memory cost. So you basically, if your opponent runs into this in the security card, you get to play it for free. Has an on-play effect. If you have a Mother D Reaper in play, I get to recover one from the deck. So I get to play another card from my deck straight onto security to regain my health. Basically, your attack did nothing but give me one free card. Now, on your opponent's turn, while you have a Mother D Reaper with 6 or more Digivolution cards in play, all your opponent's Digimon gains security -1. Security is basically -1 says you do one less security attack. A -1 basically puts you at 0, so when you attack the security stack, you do nothing. You have basically locked out, for the most part, a good majority of decks from attacking you. And just stall out until you yourself are ready to start swinging on them. Oh, so, and by the way, the Gatekeeper is actually supposed to be this red thing that's absorbing a office building right here. Oh, look, we got a little Hotmon. He's part of the little, the Justymon cards, I want to say. Oh, here we go. Jerry. She's paired up with Leomon. That's why she has the on-play effect of you may play one Leomon from your hand without paying its memory cost. So if you play her, you basically get to play a Digimon for free. And on your opponent's turn, when an opponent's Digimon attacks, you may suspend this same move to draw one. So not bad, but if there aren't really any Leomon-centered decks, so no one really plays the card. But it's nice. It's themed. It's themed about from the show. I'll bring this up card later if I actually find the one card that matches it. Oh, look at that. We got Renamon. She's the one that Digivolves into Sakuyamon. Fan favorite for degenerate reasons, I'm afraid. And Gargamong. Alright. Let me go ahead and take care of those some of those redeems Bison has put up. Alright. Now what do we start off with? You know what? Let's start with the squats. Gotta get them legs. Ready? 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Alright. Let me open up another 5 packs and I'll go to the next one. I gotta keep my strength up when opening these things. You have no idea how heavy these packs can be. Bison was right. Gotta get fit. Gotta keep fit. How else am I gonna open all this cardboard? Ooh, a little breath now. Maybe it went a little bit too fast. Again with the Strikemon. Come on, show me Justymon. That's the card I want. I7mon, it's a little bit funny. Digimon was in that era of voice acting where if the voice actor wanted to get silly, they did. He showed up in the previous season, the next season, and they gave him a Christopher Walken accent for no reason. And they're like, sure, go for it. You just don't get that they get things like that anymore in anime. Everyone's treated all seriously and whatnot. So there she is. This is ADR1 Jerry. This is what the D Reaper copy of this girl ends up becoming. She basically acts as the voice of the D Reaper when communicating with all the main characters. She just shows up as a Jerry, but as time goes on, she slowly starts going from like that cute little girl to like this monstrous creature. Oh, Sean. Oh, look, another Takato. Nice. Ooh, Kalumon. It's an interesting little card. It's rare. It's played in some decks. Let's see if I can get it to actually show what the effect is. It's kind of hard because it's like shiny. It's like the camera's having a bit of a time. Oh, you shoot it. When you play this card from your hand, reduces play cost by 2 if you have Guillermo, Terriermon, Renamon, or Impmon in play. So if you got any of those Digimon, automatically just a 1-drop. Your turn. This Digimon can't attack. That's fine. It's not meant to. Your turn. When one of your Digimon digivolves, you may suspend this Digimon to gain 1 memory. Draw 1 card from your deck, and have one of your Digimon gain plus 3000 DP or attack power. So your Digimon can one of your Digimon on the field digivolves. You basically get the cost of Digivolution reduced by 1 since it gives you memory. You get to draw 2 cards because in this game when you digivolve, you automatically just draw a card, and then a slight power boost for the turn. And another Takato. Yeah. Get out of there, you. Oh, strike one. Man, local mon. Let's see if we can get some good cards. Fist of the Beast King, plugins, more Team Reapers. There we go, Gummymon. This is what the Terriermon's supposed to digivolve to. And he's called, I guess it's called Gummymon because he's like a little gummy toy, chew toy. Hey, man. Here she is. Rika. She is the yellow tamer that's paired up with Renamon. And since she's basically like a world champion at the, because in this series the Digimon card the Digimon card game, not this one, the older one, used to be part of the series. That's why they're able to scan the cards to power up the Digimon. She's so good at the game. That's why her entire playset revolves around playing all the plug-in cards. And another Mother D Reaper. Rika's kind of cool. She comes off as like the I'm the cool character. I don't need anyone else. I got Renamon. We're strong enough kind of character. And of course, as time goes on, she starts to warm up to the other characters. Drops her looks. I think a lot of it's actually explained in the movie with Locomon, but like I said, that movie was kind of weird. I don't really remember too much of it. Like, not because it was so long ago, because it just feels like that movie was kind of like nothing. I may have to just give it a rewatch another time. And you got ooh, look at that. And this is just Beelzemon. Regular. In fact, I believe Burst Mode can actually find it again. Yep. I do believe Burst Mode can transfer in deck, delete one of your opponent's Digimon level 4 or lower to. Okay. Yeah, you have to digivolve on top. You can digivolve on top of him because he's a level 7. So yeah, this is the regular one. No wings, no big gun. Wings and big gun. He's just so cool. He even has his own. He even has his own bike. Like, I don't know. There was like some sort of cursed bike. It wasn't really like a Digimon. It was like some sort of digital entity, as you can call it. I would say that would just gain control of whoever was riding it and making them like do bad things. He just kind of found it, sat on it, and he's like, you're my bike now. And the bike's like, oh, okay, you're cool. I'll let I'll do whatever you want. And that's how we got a pretty cool ride. It eventually got destroyed, unfortunately. Just. Got Rapidmon again. You got Jerry. You guys here? Gargamong. Hey, look at that. Mega Gargamong. This is the final evolution of the Terriermon line. You can't tell. This guy's literally as big as a skyscraper. I think I'm bringing them up. The whole line. Cute little bunny. Digivolves into like a slightly bigger bunny with guns for hands and a bandolier. Digivolves into a Rapidmon, which is like this armored, quick-moving missile shooting Digimon, and then it just turns into what is essentially a giant mech. Mech that shoots missiles from all over. By the way, the little shoulder things, those are also missiles as well. They're just the biggest ones it has. I love Digimon. The Digivolutions can just be insane. Technically, Digimon can just Digivolve into whatever, but they usually have like, okay, these are the Bandai will be like, okay, for the series, this is the official line for what the main characters Digimons are going to Digivolve into. But the card game, like in the actual Digimon, they have the ability to just most of the time just Digivolve into whatever. This game is mostly, hey, any champion can Digivolve into an ultimate as long as it falls in the same color. Oh, another gatekeeper. You get 2 of these out when playing someone, they're basically done. All D Reaper cards are hard to remove. There's a lot of removal say, hey, any level, I don't know, 6 or lower, you get to remove. This thing doesn't have any levels, so all the removal based around level just does nothing. And that's why they're like one of the most annoying decks to deal with. You kind of have to know exactly what you're doing when you're going up against the D Reaper deck. Digimon on Logic Evolution. I just pretend I didn't learn it and just evolve how I want. Basically. Just a Takato. Alright, one more and I get to do a set of push-ups Bison so graciously wants me to do. That's why I find like the RPG I play of Digimon Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth, like you always see you're listening to. Why it's kind of like a build up like a Pokemon game, but you get to choose how to Digivolve Digimon, Digivolve them back to a lower state, so you can make them stronger and get different evolution options. So they play into that. I find that great. Ooh, Striker. By the way, just to let you know, all the offshoots have this little red cord. That's because they're all connected to the D Reaper itself. It's like this one has one. This one also has one. They eventually find out that rather than fighting them, should you sever this cord, the creature just dies. Just the easiest way to deal with that. Yeah, Yamon. This is what this little guy is supposed to Digivolve into Impmon. But while there are 10 or more cards in your trash, this Digimon gets 2000 TP. So if you don't know, the entire point of Purple is basically the combo deck. They revolve around trashing cards into your graveyard, so you can get effects. And also they have plenty of effects. So like, yeah, draw a card, discard one. Oh, did you discard this card? Either play it or you get an effect for doing so. Let's see. Oh, Monodramon, part of that. Justimon. Oh, when are you gonna get? Hey, it's Marine Enjamon. One of the few Mega level Digimon that's not like a big hulking dragon, angel. Let's see, dragon, angel, angel. Got knight, and I think I forgot sexy lady Digimon. Or combination thereof. And Henry Wong, he's Terriermon's tamer. He actually has a tamer too. Towards the end, when they're fighting the D Reaper, a lot of Digimon ended up showing up with their own tamers in order to help fight the D Reaper. Alright, Bison. Here you go. 15. Oh god, those are sit-ups. Alright. 15 sit-ups. Let's go. Let's do it. Oh. Alright, gotta make sure my thing doesn't fall off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right. And we're all caught up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me clear some of that trash. It's just kind of building up. So yeah, this box cost me like 80 bucks. Normally they're not expensive, but you know, times are a little bit tough right now. You do, again, if you don't know, usually when you buy a box, you get a promo box hopper. This is the box hopper. Alternate art version of Megydramon Dragon Mode. And don't worry, it's not a card that's like, oh, you have to buy a box to get this card. You can only get the alternate art this way. If you want the card, you can just buy the starter pack it comes from. Or starter deck. Ancient Dragon. Ooh, excuse me. Oh, come on. I just want that Digimon so bad. RNG gods, they know I want it. They're not going to give it to me. And, ooh. We got a dual color here, Megydramon. Let me see it. Man, I wish I could know what kind of camera some of these people use that are way better than this. So, most seasons... Oh, I don't even have a Guillermo on this. At one point, the main character Digimon has like what they call a evil berserker mode. This is what Guillermo... This is Guillermo's evil Mega Digivolution. This happens after Beelzemon kills Leomon. Guillermo and Takato both kind of go mad with rage at the fact that he killed one of their friends. And Guillermo ends up digivolving into this thing. It's an interesting effect because the other card that Guillermo can is a heroic mega. It's called Gallantmon. This card's name is also treated as Chaos Gallantmon because there is a form of Gallantmon that's purple. That's basically this evil creature, but instead of being a dragon, it's in the shape of a knight. And it's a red purple, so it's a dual color card. That's nice. And Marine Ninjamon. Oh yeah, also dual color. Blue yellow. Dual colors are kind of interesting because they do count as each color for the purposes of playing cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there are some very strong option cards that you can only play if you have both colors. And sometimes the dual color Digimon cards will actually count as those colors. Oh. Come on. Ooh. You guys actually want to, if you guys want to give a look at some Digimon series, Tamer, the third season Tamers is actually not too bad. It's like I say, it gets dark towards the end. The new Digimon Ghost game, which is currently airing, it's not bad either, but it kind of has a weird mix because it just kind of goes. It goes like, you know, ghosts, like children's ghost stories, to like, oh god, this is a children's show. Why are you doing this? Like, there's an episode devoted to Arukenimon, which is a spider Digimon. And she's just eating people's brains because she thinks they're smart. She's like, ooh, you guys are smart. I'm going to eat your brains because they're tastier. Ah, here we go. Itmon. The other main character Digimon for the series. He just acts as a general shithead. I forgot the accent they give him. He kind of sounds a little bit... I want to say Danny DeVito-ish, but I feel like that's wrong. It's just I can't place his accent. Got a little effect here. When this card is trash, you can from your deck if it was trashed by EX239 Intmons. Effect basically this very same card. You may trash up to 3 cards from your top of your deck. On play, reveal the top 4 cards of your deck. Add 1 Digimon card with Beelzemon in its name, and add 1 I am Mako among them to your hand. Place remaining cards at the bottom of the deck in order. So basically, you would play him in hopes of finding one of the 2 Beelzemon mons or his Tamer cards. And Tilamon. And like I said, a lot of purple cards are all about just throwing themselves into the graveyard. Set up combos, have other cards kick in extra effects. Usually when you have 10 or more. But trust me, it's not a lot. It's like, it's a 50 card deck. And some of the cards just having 10 or more, hey, once you get that effect going off, man, will that combo kick off and you might be in trouble if you're playing against them. And if it's your combo, you're gonna be like, oh hell yeah, things are about to go in my favor. Got another Renamon and ooh, alternate art Sakuyamon. Look at that. Like I've said it plenty of times and I always keep saying, one of my favorite aspects about this game is the art. So this is regular Sakuyamon. Alternate art Sakuyamon, look at that. Oh, always so lovely. Usually when I like to buy like at least 1 box, you know, see what I can get. If I don't get what I want, then at that point I just go buy, you know, the single cards. It ends up being cheaper in the long run. Unless, well, even then, even if you're like, I believe there's an alternate art card of Crimson Mode Gallantmon that's in the set. I think it goes for like $80, but I'm not sure when that might drop. Card prices are kind of a little bit iffy when they first come out. They'll eventually stabilize once, you know, they've been out for a while. He's like, oh man, it's like, hey, this card costs like $80. I'm like, I'm gonna wait a little bit, see what that says. Shiamon. Ooh, War Grandma. Oh, here we go. This is one of the Tamers we've been waiting for. Ryo Akayami. He's based all around Justimon. He's pretty cool because I think he helps search for the Justimon line, but since the Justimon line cards end with Dramon, it says search for Dramon cards. So it plays very well in Commandramon cards because they basically fulfill that condition. By the way, he's holding the cards from the old Digimon card game that they would swipe. He's an interesting character because he shows up like literally towards the end of the season, just end or middle of the season, just out of nowhere. He's been in the digital world the entire time this time, before even the other kids got their Digimon. And the reason is because apparently he was actually part of I want to say, you know, the little Digimon toys that are like Tamagotchis. They have their own storyline. Turns out he was actually the main character for that series. And Bandai, when the show was being made, they're like, hey, stick Ryo in the show. And they're like, what? Yeah, stick him in the show at some point. And they're like, okay. So he just shows up like in the middle of the season. Ooh, Golfmon. It's a little bit hard to see what he is, but he's like one of those Digimon one of those demon cards. Quite interesting because Digimon, there are all sorts of creatures. Hell, there's even like magically based ones. And depending on what server you're on, you can actually encounter different kinds of legendary Digimon. I think the server that the shows tend to deal with the most, their top Digimon are called the Holy Royal Knights, or just the Royal Knights. There's another server where the top Digimon are the Olympian 12, and they're Digimon just based on the Olympian gods. There's another one that just has Digimon based on magical creatures. I forget what their sect is called, but I just find it interesting that depending on what server you go to, you just get a whole different set of Digimon. Kentucky got Reaper. So I believe this is the actual attack card for the entire D Reaper set. It costs 20, 15 DP. By the way, most things that you run into in the security stack, because the thing you worry about when you run into attack the security stack is running into other Digimon that can delete yours. 15,000 DP is usually enough to survive just about anything in there. Because when you would play this Digimon, you would trash 7 or more Digivolution cards from the bottom of one of your Mother D Reapers to reduce this Digimon's play cost to 0. So you know how let's see if I can find the Mother D Reaper card. Let me see where she's at. Where are you hiding? Yeah. The entire time this is out, it's just gathering searchers and putting her underneath it. The reason you're doing that is so you can finally get 7, so you can play Reaper for free. All the searchers make this card stronger by 1,000, but don't really care about that. It's just like at that point you're like winning more once that starts happening. In effect, when attacking, let me see. It has also this card has rush, so the moment you play it can start attacking. See, when attacking, you may place 2 of the Searcher Reaper cards from your trash under this Digimon in order to in a Digivolution card to unsuspend this Digimon. So all those Searchers you just trashed, you attach 2 underneath it, and when you attack you suspend the card. You go from this to that suspended. And then when you attach the 2, it unsuspends. When you do that, it can attack again. And as long as you have searchers in your graveyard, it can just keep attacking. And if you have enough, you can just basically keep swinging for game. The only way this stops is if you hit an option card that says delete a Digimon on the field. If you run into one of those, this card's dead. But there's not too many of those out in the game. Most of them say delete levels, level 6, level 5 or lower, or things like that. This has no level, so it's immune to all that shenanigans. Hey, look, we finally got our boy Guillermo. Look at that. Guillermo is one of those interesting characters because he's one of the few Digimon created by a human that actually ends up acting like a Digimon. Basically, Takato, he wanted his own he wished he had his own Digimon. Kind of drew plans for his own little Digimon, and he had a Digivice. Didn't know what it was. He just thought it was like a fancy scanner for the cards. And then the scanner started sucking up the little hand drawing pages he made of Guillermo and scanning them. And eventually it made a Digi-Egg that turned into Guillermo. So Guillermo was very naive. He knew things about Digimon, but he would call Takato Takatomon because, all Digimon end their names with Mon. He was very naive. Mon would always, not just pick on him, but also pick on him, make fun of him, and trick him into doing, pranks. Ooh, here we have Parasitemon. He was the main villain of the movie that had Locomon. He attached himself to Locomon to control him, made Locomon go nuts. It's an interesting little green card. It can attack and once it's done attacking, it just sticks itself under one of your Digimon to give it security attack +1. And during its turn, your turn also gains an extra 2,000 DP. I don't think this one got too much competitive. Ooh. See, this is another tamer that also works well with the Commandramons, because this one focuses mostly around cyborg or machines, and the Commandramon line is all basically cyborg cards. So if you have a cyborg out on the field, you automatically get 1 memory at the start of your turn, which is the resource you use to play your cards. And see, when one of your Digimon with Cyborg or Machinist traits becomes suspended, you may suspend the same or to draw one card. So, if they attack, suspend him, hey, free draw power. Great. Ooh, the blue card. See, when you have it, it's a white card. You can only play white cards if you have white Digimon or white Tamers in play. But this one says if you have a Tamer on the field, you can waive that restriction. This one says reveal the top 5 cards of your deck. You may digivolve one of your Digimon into one non-white Digimon card among them, while paying its memory cost. If you don't, add one Digimon card among them to your hand. Place the remaining cards upon your deck in any order. So not bad. So it gets a free Digivolution. Well, a Digivolution for 3. Some of them are like the higher end Digimon, like tend to go up to 6, like you saw earlier. Ooh, Cyberdramon. So this is actually, when we saw Rio, this is the Digimon he had. It was already an ultimate. His Digimon never went below that. It always just ended up going down to ultimate level. It's interesting because this is the first like good Digimon that was also a Berserker. It would just keep attacking the enemy even if it's already defeated. It's the only time I've ever seen like a Tamer bring out his Digivice and use it like a I want to say like a whip to restrain his own Digimon, because otherwise it would just keep going and going. So that's the only way he could control his, the Digimon. I also like the artwork for him. Look at that. There he is. More cards. All right. I've been enjoying the card game. It's pretty fun. It's pretty easy to pick up the rules. You can actually go look up the Digimon Digimon TCG app on the App Store, whether it's Apple or Google, and it'll teach you how to play the game. It'll give you like it'll teach you how to play half of a starter deck, so you can get the general rules, which is pretty cool. It does a good job of doing that. It's not like super fast like other card games like Yu-Gi-Oh. This game can actually go beyond turn 3. You don't just try to win the game on turn 3. Oh no. This game is I want to say it's simple enough to pick up and complicated enough that it keeps staying interesting, so it's always good. Also, turns are kind of weird because of the way the memories rule set works. One turn can be you just playing a bunch of cards to combo off each other, or a turn could just be you playing one card and ending it because you don't have enough resources. And the way resources work is you basically share them with your opponent. It's just whenever you go into the negatives, you give your opponent memory for his turn, and the moment you do, it just becomes his turn to play the game. Or play his turn, basically. Megydramon. Ooh! Alternate art Marine Engemon. It's not bad. Again, they are copying the actual style from the show. Which, you know, I say it's okay. I'm like, eh. I like the dedication for it. They did a good job of copying the art style from the show. But sometimes it does kind of come off as like, yo, we took stills from the show and printed them on the card. So it kind of has that drawback, but you know, I'll say it's like, hey, you guys did a good job replicating the enemy style, the art. All the different colors are. There's I noticed Bandai has other card games. There's also the Dragon Ball Super card game. They're about to come out with a One Piece card game. I noticed they like to use the color system. Seems to be like their thing. Each color basically specializes on different things. Ooh, nice. Black specializes in blocking, de-digivolving. Rebooting. Rebooting means that after you attack and pass it to your turn, they unsuspend, so they're no longer can't be attacked into. You can only attack Digimon that are suspended, basically. Purple is all about throwing cards from your hand into the graveyard, so you can get extra effects to kick off later on. So that's why a lot of the cards are like, oh yeah, just toss me away, just toss me away. Don't worry, you'll get bonuses for it later. Red is the aggro one. They like to build a stack, like digivolve their cards, make one big stack, and swing for a lot of power, a lot of your life points or security walls in this case. They the stack likes to make the Digimon head even stronger. Oh, what are we down to? We're down to the last 4. Awesome. Let me just once again clear it because I got all these sleeves just well, not sleeves, booster packs just. I'm a little bit disappointed. I have not gotten Justimon. I keep getting all these Marine Angemons. I am not playing those. Well, blue is interesting. They are the ones that do the stun deck. They're the stun cards. They strip resources from your Digimon. Little cards when you make the pile, they strip cards from underneath it. They have effects where like, oh hey, if you happen to your opponent has Digimon with no Digivolution sources, you gain some benefits. Your Digimon gets stronger. You get to attack more than once. They're a bit annoying to play, but you play around it. You try to play it as best you can. Blue was really broken in the last set because of the hybrid, because they just were able to strip your resources so easy and stun your cards, where like you really had to make a stack and swing as fast as possible before they just completely remove things from you. Oh look, there he is! Oh, it's our boy Justimon. Now, his name is Justimon Blitzarm, because there's technically 3 different versions of him, with with different arms for attacking. But also, this card based on Kamen Rider, so bonus points from me. It's interesting because he has like his effect when digivolving, activate one of the effects below. This Digimon gains an extra 2000 DP to attack. Unsuspend this Digimon, so if for some reason you attacked with the Digimon that was underneath it, you can digivolve, unsuspend him, and attack with this one. Or delete one of your opponent's Digimon with a play cost of 5 or less. Sorry about that. So when you digivolve him, you get some options. All good. Now here's the thing: when attacking, only once per turn. For each tamer in play, activate this Digimon when digivolving effect. So, when he attacks, if you have 3 tamers on the field, you can basically activate each of these abilities. And yes, you can actually activate the +2 twice, so he gets 4,000. That's 1,500 for the turn. That's usually safe enough to actually attack. And unsuspend. And remember, I said as long as he keeps unsuspending, you're good. So yeah, this is the card I wanted. I'm gonna add it. Was hoping to revalorize my Commandramon deck. It's an interesting little deck because it's a bunch of little, blue Dragon Digimon and blue military camo with M15s. And it's like a rookie rush. Rookies are basically like the lowest level Digimon you can have on the field. And rush means, you just put a lot of them onto the field. So they play well. Him and his other cards play well because they support Dramon cards. And the entire Commandramon line is Commandramon, Sealsdramon, Tangdramon, and then Darkdramon. Although Darkdramon just plays itself, because it has its own special effects. I do like Cyberdramon. He looks so damn cool. And Doberman. There it is, Doberman. It's another fan. He's one of those Digimon that was basically like a fan of the series. Designed a card. It's like it's like here's my. You can see the little things like 11 because of those scribbles. It's like, here's my Digimon, I made Doberman, and they're like, okay, cool, we'll take that Digimon and here and made it official, and here it is. See, what's this say? I'm interested in this fact actually. See, when you will play this card from your hand, reduce this play cost by 2 if he has Alice, his tamer, in play. So for 3 if she's out. On deletion, trash the top 3 cards of your deck, then return 1 purple Digimon card or purple tamer card from your trash to your hand. Okay, so I have some retrieval. It's interesting because the Doberman shows up in the real world with his tamer, and the sole purpose was it's going to sacrifice itself so that it to allow the main character's Digimon to digivolve, because they actually couldn't digivolve into their mega forms in the real world, because in order to digivolve into their mega forms, they basically had to merge with their Digimons, and they could only do that in the digital world. It was basically a carrier from I think they were called the Celestial Digimon. You know, the ones based on the Chinese so I think was it Zodiac? You got the dragon, the turtle, the tiger. I'm forgetting one. The Phoenix, that's what it was. So they're like, we'll give you our we'll lend you our power so you can digivolve in the so you can do your digivolutions in the real world. Ooh, look at that. It's an alternate art, Jerry. I like the alternate art of the Tamers because it shows them with their Digivice glowing like this in a special pose, and their partner Digimon in the back. And you got Jerry here, just a regular card. She's so nice. Here's her being all badass, also shiny. Hopefully, some of those cards I want to get when the singles aren't too expensive. I did not pull any of the Gallantmon, fortunately. I mean, I'm not gonna run them, but if you wanted to run a Gallantmon deck, well, you really want them because they also introduced Crimson Gallantmon. Crimson Gallantmon, interesting phenomena. It was Gallantmon. At this point, 3 seasons in, the Japanese government is aware of Digimon. They've been keeping an eye on them, trying to get rid of them whenever they show up in the real world. They created a special program. It's like a bird-like hoverboard, or like it's like a drone basically. It's a drone. I say basically a lot, don't I? Ooh. Gallantmon was using it to like a hoverboard to get around to help fight. Eventually, it gained its own sentience, and it wanted to actually be partners with Gallantmon. So it did this sacrificial move, and when it was dying, it gave its data to Gallantmon, and it turned into Gallantmon Crimson mode. Oof. I say it's interesting because most of the time, whenever humans make Digimon, they really come off as artificial, and they don't. And when they do digivolve, which they do, they end up just becoming they don't get a name change. One example is Aosmon. It's a Digimon created by a human. It's one of the bad guys for one of the movies, and the entire time it is just Aosmon. Even as it digivolves and gets stronger, it doesn't get a different name. It does get bigger, but it's just known as Aosmon the entire time. All right. So those are all the cards. What the hell is this? Right. I banking. I don't even think you're real. Well, thank you for the offer, but not interested. Bye-bye. Alright. Let's see what the big pulls were from this set. Fortunately, it's not all the shiny ones, so alternate arts count. Got the rares, super rares. Oof. Again, the EX sets are smaller. They tend to be like more themed set. This one's based on the 3rd season of Digimon as an anniversary for that series. Golfmon, He don't remember him showing up at the show. I think some of the bigger ones kind of showed up for a special. I think it was like tied into a game. Oh, the Sakuyamons for sure. Ah, I lost my place. I gotta go digging through the cards. Dig deeper. Da 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 da. Megydramon. Oh right, yeah, you're an alternate art, so you do count. Even though I'm not gonna use you, I might. You know what? I'm not even sure it's worth much. Probably trade it away. The Marine Angemon. Wow. Ooh, where'd she go? Oh yeah, right there. Already had it. Yep. Okay, so cool. I forgot to check. It's actually a secret rare, the burst mode. So that's nice. Just the Reaper cards, which can make an entire deck. They have the highest rarity. It's just rare. I could almost just make a deck with the cards I was able to pull off right now. You know what? If you wanted to get into the card game, the Reaper cards play completely different from the game because again, it's based on the fact that the Reaper is not a actual Digimon. You want to play it at your locals and not care what they think about you. You go ahead and make a D-Reaper deck. Have fun. Oh yeah, I think it's like based off a game or something. I forgot which Digimon game they would be. Oop. Actually, I'm gonna put you guys together because you know you have to be together. I think it was Golfmon and that one other weird black Digimon I have. Let me see if I can find him. I think it was like one of the Digimon Coliseum games or something. I honestly don't remember. A lot of people thought they were like, huh, why is this particular Digimon in here? Yeah, I think the other one was Reapermon. I guess they just wanted to stick him in there. There you go. And here we have all the Now, come on. Get it right. And here are all the rare pulls. This is usually about the amount of super rares ultra and might get one secret rare and alternate card. So these are all it.